Ah, yes, the loss of a loved one. Typical anime villain-inducing trauma.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of
Anime Bunseki.
I'm Sayer.
I'm Slow, and today we're back with more Fairy Gone.
Fairy Gone episode 2.
Yeah, we know there's like 8 episodes out, but we're catching up.
We're so excited. Episode 1 was really good, and now we can't wait to see what episode 2 has in store for us.
Let's get right into it.
So the episode begins with an amazing contrast. We are shown flashbacks of both Free and Marlia before the war started.
And this is where we learn that Free is the glass is half full kind of guy, and Marlia, well, her glass is just completely empty.
Marlia thinks herself unlucky and pities her circumstances, which is well warranted considering both her parents died the day she was born and everyone labeled her as a little disaster.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's a real tearjerker.
No, I mean wow, as in that's exactly the same backstory as Naruto. Both parents died on the day of his birth and the whole village labeled him as a disaster. I'm telling you, this show is
Naruto with fairies, we know.
In contrast to Marlia's self-pity, Free thinks himself lucky. In the flashback, we're shown Free preparing to have the fairy organ transplant, which had gotten him his fairy, the Red Hood, in what seems to be Orochimaru's lab.
It's the Ledrad Fairy Soldier Research Facility.
Right. The Ledrad Fairy Soldier Facility.
This scene shows us how Free got his fairy Red Hood and reveals the procedure for creating fairy soldiers.
It's basically a super soldier operation, but with fairies.
Fast forward to Ledrad while the war is in full swing. I can't stress enough how the imagery for the war just work. The colors are dull and brooding. We're shown different skirmishes happening, so you never get the feeling it's just a small battle. It really feels like war.
But more importantly, we get to see my guy Free in action.
He didn't really leave a good first impression.
Yeah, about that. In a nutshell, Free attacked an enemy fairy user, Red Hood got overpowered, and well, Free almost died.
In fact, Free would be dead if it wasn't for his teammate Jet committing the ultimate sacrifice to save him.
He used the Neji's special move, Body Shield no Jutsu.
So the flashback ends and we are at current day with Marlia being recruited into Dorothea, which is where we had left episode 1. 2 things to note. The blue chihuahua thing is now Marlia's pet, and Marlia has dead shot accuracy.
Free reports to the director of Dorothea 9 Aller, who is actually female, much to my surprise. I seriously can't be the only one that thought this was a guy. Like really. So Free gives his report on the incidents of the first episode because apparently he was undercover in the mafia for an entire year and the investigation all fell apart because of Marlia and Veronica. But mostly Marlia.
Something really interesting happens when Free explains to Nien that Marlia has a fairy even though she hasn't undergone any fairy organ transplant. Nien states that a fairy primordial possessing a human being is not possible and discards that information from the report.
Suspicious. The next scene brings us to the artificial fairy factory, and you can tell there's some black market deal going down even before anyone says anything. Abandoned warehouse? Check. Cargo truck? Check. Menacing man in a trench coat? Check. Wait, is that Wolfran?
Finally, we get to see what becomes of Wolfran since the war had ended.
Wolfran is a mafia goon dealing artificial fairies. What are artificial fairies, you ask? Well, artificial fairies are these things. They were used in the war to fight in the place of soldiers. Since the war had ended, creation of artificial fairies became illegal.
Free and Marlia head out on their first mission together as Dorothea agents. They are to investigate a lead on the illegal sale of artificial fairies.
Yeah, you can tell where this is going.
They meet up with fellow Dorothea agents and fairy users, Serge and Clara. Both agents have been on a stakeout observing the illegal sale.
Clara has one of the worst fairies I've seen so far. This thing looks like an actual fairy. What gives?
Clara's fairy is Tamariz. Even though it's too weak for combat, Clara can link her senses to it, and because of its small size, that makes it very effective for infiltration and surveillance. Surge's fairy is Blindtail. Unlike Clara's fairy, Blindtail is suited for combat but is most effective shooting from a distance. This makes Surge and Clara a perfect team, as Clara and her fairy can act as a spotter, while Surge and his fairy are the snipers. We were working on a sniper joke, but it's a long shot.
Clara, observing the situation from afar with her fairy, sees a fairy organ in one of the men involved, concluding that this man is a fairy soldier. At the same time, the alleged fairy soldier seems to notice Clara's fairy and starts moving. So Free takes Marlia to investigate the fairy soldier, while Serge and Clara remain to watch the sale.
Who's that mafia goon? It's Wolfran! Free attacks the fairy soldier, who in turn summons a fairy to defend himself. And that's when Free finally recognizes that it's actually Wolfran, his old ally back in the war.
Wolfran's fairy looks like the Grim Reaper, if the Grim Reaper was a weapons vendor, fused with Edward Scissorhands.
Ah, hello adventurer. Would you like to browse my ware?
Free expresses disappointment in Wolfran for joining the mafia, calling him a mafia errand boy. Free also asks Wolfran about his wife and daughter, which was obviously something that Wolfran took very personally.
Oh, the music starts and you just know a fight is coming. Wolfran pulls out a pair of tekos and starts smacking around Free's fairy like a punching bag, while his fairy attacks Free.
Marlia, who's sitting on the sideline, gets attacked by Wolfran's fairy and retaliates with her own. Her fairy sustains heavy damage, and the link between fairy and its owner can be seen as the damage to Marlia's fairy affects her as well.
Wolfram tactically retreats after coming under fire from Surge and is chased down by Free and Marlia. Wolfram and his assistants activate 3 of the artificial fairies to defend themselves, but Free and his fairy make short work of them with help from Surge.
Headshot.
Wolfram then tries to hit on Marlia with a truck.
In the skirmish, Free attacks Wolfran with his fairy's whole attack, which gets intercepted by one of the mafia cargo trucks. Wolfran uses this as an opportunity to escape, not before killing his mafia associates, the ones that just saved him.
Free chases down the cargo truck on his motorcycle, catching up to the truck after a crash, only to find everyone inside had been shot and Wolfram was missing.
Later, we see Wolfran visiting what seems to be a pair of makeshift graves, and we're guessing it's his wife and daughter.
Ah yes, the loss of a loved one. Typical anime villain-inducing trauma.
Actually, any villain really.
Well, good insights on what motivated Wolfram to join the mafia. I mean, he fought in a war, his side lost, his hometown got destroyed, and his wife and daughter got killed. That's tragic.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect someone like that to be in the best mental health.
I am surprised he didn't turn into Darth Vader.
Guess we'll just have to wait and see what he becomes in the next episode.
Well, that's it for this episode, guys.
Thanks for watching another episode of
Anime Bunseki. If you guys liked the episode, then leave a like and consider subscribing.
Please comment and let us know if you enjoyed this and what other anime you'd like us to watch. And if you want, you can also follow us on Twitter, where we post memes and continue anime discussions. All our links are in the description below.